Alright, here we are, Pumpkin Valley, September 1st, 2021. Preview of some of the hitters in the race here. Practice race it is. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Brought to you by Velo Kings. So we're just coming through the neutral lap here, getting ready to do our 5-lap practice race. Pretty good turnout tonight. We had good air quality. It's about 10 degrees cooler. I think it's only 91 degrees. And so I think they brought some more people out tonight. But kind of point out some of the threats. I had a couple of Team Swift juniors, Matthew Amara and Ben. And so they're someone to watch. They're working together. But they're riding aggressive. And then have Alex and Terrence in the Ride Bikes kits. There's Terrence. Alex up by the double yellow line there. Sean Bagley in front of me. Sean came up from Visalia, Evoke Racing. Sean races a lot down in SoCal, but also in NorCal. He's actually headed a Gateway Cup in St. Louis this weekend for some crit racing. So he won't be able to defend his state champion crit title. So there's the start finish line. And we are running hot. 5 laps here. And just kind of waiting to see who's going to do what. If there's going to be an attack before the hairpin. You can see the map on the left side there. Of course, kind of doubles back and then climbs along Friant Road and then drops back down to Old Friant Road. So we call it Pumpkin Valley. I don't know why. I've never seen a pumpkin here in this valley, but anyway, this is Pumpkin Valley. So George Shortest there in the Navy Velo Kings kit there, far right side, right of Alex. I'm trying to remember who attacked first. Surprisingly, it wasn't me. I'm trying to sit back and let brakes form, and then when the gap's big enough, then I'll try to bridge up to them. So you can see, looks like 2 guys off the front. I think that's actually a teammate Richard Gable and Matthew Amara, Team Swift. And it's early in the race, so no one's overly panicked. I mean, Velo Kings, I guess, if we're racing teams, you got a teammate up there, so not really something that we want to pull back. Matt's teammate Ben, same deal. He's not going to pull it back. So I guess maybe Ride Bikes or one of the unrepresented guys out here. Looks like it's starting to. Is he going to ramp up here or not? I kind of got some momentum, and so it's usually kind of a right to left headwind coming up here, so you're kind of sheltered passing on the left, but you got to be careful because cars will come whizzing by you. But they're pretty good about it. This guy here, before you throw shade on his light configuration, he commutes to work every day, and he's been hit by cars. So if you see his headlights, it would rival that of a big rig. I think he might have 4 headlights on there to go with the 4 taillights, but and he's usually wearing something bright, and I would too if I had that kind of luck riding on the roads. It can be kind of sketchy out there, but he's got some power. Doesn't have a ton of fitness in the tank, but he's towing us up the hill pretty good here, and I'm just kind of sitting back. That gap's getting pretty big. Someone's probably going to jump here in a second. See if they can't bring it back. It's a 3.8 mile per lap kind of a circuit. There goes Alex and Alex. So Alex Ride Bikes and Alex Johnson, aka Wool Socks. He just started riding, I think in April during COVID, got a bike, and he's been coming out here and And super strong guy, real diesel power guy. Did his first crit a couple of weeks ago in the Cat 5 and just rode everyone off his wheel, kind of soloed away for the win. So can't ask for much more than that. So I kind of teased him. I said, well, now you have to wear the wool socks all the time. That's like your trademark. So so we got a little chase group formed here. I got Alex J in front of me, Alex C behind me, and I think George, my teammate, is on the wheel there, 2 wheels back from me. And we just freight train Richard, who kind of set up. And I'm trying to remember what happens with Matthew here. If he tries to jump on, or you can see we don't have a huge gap yet. All right. Of course, there's always glass in the bike lane here because it's Fresno, and you know, a-holes like to just. I mean, if you're gonna drink and drive, just do it with cans, not bottles, please. But they're bottles, broken bottles every time. So we kind of get elbowed through here. I kind of throw in a counter, and you can see I'm putting in some power. And Matthew's doing everything he can to get on my wheel. But I think he finally pulled up, so I could kind of pull up a little bit. But I mean, you can see I'm north of 500 watts there for that effort. And so now I'm kind of solo off the front here. Again, top of lap number 1. This is where it drops back down into the valley of the pumpkins. And then the wind shifts kind of left to right once you cross onto the bridge here. But pretty good downhill. Try to get aero and get some speed without having to put out the same amount of watts as you definitely would on the flats. You can maybe see my shadow here. I mean, I kind of ride pretty low anyway, so now my hands are up on the hoods, and I'm just trying to, if these guys bridge up to me, that's great, because then I don't have to ride solo for the next 4.5 laps. But I'm scooting 35, cruising down here. I think I'm in my 53.11. I run a 53.36 chainring on the front. It shifts okay. It's a big jump going from small ring to big ring. I don't even use the front derailleur in this race. This is all just big ring stuff. But that's the gearing. Some of the juniors with their junior gears, that little downhill is a little harder for them. They're spinning at like 140 cadence. But so it looks like Alex is on my wheel, aka Wool Socks Alex. Love you, Alex. Keep coming out, keep getting stronger. And then I think that's George. Yeah, George. On my wheel, so my teammate. So I think we got a little 4-man break going here. And so this should stick. I mean, Terrence isn't going to chase it back. I don't know if he got dropped off of this or just pulled up. But these guys pulled through and he's not there, so there's the 4 of us here. We'll roll it for a little bit, and then I think it gets a little spicy here. Another half lap or so, bear with me. But I want to just open up a huge gap. Yeah, come on, boys. Let's kind of let them rest a little bit. I figure we should start rotating here, and we kind of do. So this is where it shifts kind of crosswind left right to kind of tail it here. Right, so I'm pulling through. sitting on 400 watts or something, trying to open it up. Not trying to ride these guys off my wheel. I'm willing to invest for this break to stay away, or so then I kind of slow up, and eventually Alex kind of pulls through. You can see we've got a huge gap now, though, so I'm more just wanting to keep the pace hot, just to cook everyone else's legs in the break, because I feel like my legs are a little more temperature resistant to being cooked. Got some good fitness going right now. Got the NorCal State Champ time trial on Saturday, and the NorCal State Championship Criterium on Sunday. So rode the TT bike yesterday. Kind of rode a TT effort in the crit down in LA on Sunday. I soloed off the front halfway through, 50-minute crit. I think I put like a minute on the field or something, but yeah, my form is pretty good right now. So here's the kind of hairpin back onto Friant up the hill, and you can kind of catch a glimpse of the chase groups off to the right on the big screen there. So you got a good gap there. You see them kind of come through right before the sun kind of washes the picture out on the side, but they're coming. They're coming. So Alex pulls. Alex Johnson. I pull through, and again I'm gonna sit on 400 or 500 watts coming up this thing. Maybe 400, 450, whatever. But I'm putting in some work here, just to make sure the gap doesn't close down. Alex skips a pull. Alex pulls through. Alex right bike skips a pull. Alex, maybe Velo Kings. Alex, I don't know. Alex, it'd be fun if you raced with us, especially if you're a master. I think you're young, but it's a good motor. So I'm kind of doing some double pulls. I don't mind. And Alex pulls through. He's kind of like, I don't mind either. But at some point, I'm like, let's just attack. If they're not going to take any pulls, and so I attack. Alex Johnson responds, and I'm kind of like, well, let's open up another gap. And so I put in a pretty big effort here to discourage them from trying to chase back on to us. I figure they can just get reabsorbed by the main pack. And so here's some here's right to left kind of cross tailwind, maybe a little bit once we get clear of the bushes here and it opens up. But you can see there's a pretty big gap going here. Spoiler alert, we stay away, just the two of us, and this is halfway through the second lap. We just keep hammering. I keep hammering because I figure it might stand a better chance on the finish against Alex if we're both fatigued. And so we just I jump back on, and we take turns, and I'm 330, 340, sitting on 350 here, I guess. It's 28 miles an hour coming across the top section here. And I think we'll jump to the finishing sprint here in just a second. I think I wanted to show Alex pulling through one more time just to see that there is a lot of daylight between us and George and Ride Bike's Alex. We're gonna stay away here. So here I think I'm like, come on Alex, let's go buddy. So let Alex pull through. You can see in the rear camera there, upper left, that there is no one behind us. So we're sitting good now. And so I just keep the pace high. I take you know, big pulls. I don't mind taking a little bit more pulls than him, and so now we're in the last couple minutes here. Got 2 turns before that final straightaway sprint, and it's just Alex and I. This is kind of how it unfolded last week too. I think he says, "Here we are again." Let's listen. Here we are again.
Got your shoes, get ready.
So I'm kind of tightening my shoes down, getting ready because we're gonna, you know, see who jumps first. I always like to jump first, because you get that much more of kind of a head start on the sprint. But you can barely see his wheel there. He's right now. He's in my blind spot, but we'll come around here. Did see my power jump up. We're starting to ramp it up. I think I shifted here. There I'm going now. So I think I got like 1325 watts on the sprint, but I came around it pretty good, so I just kind of just freewheel it through there. And it's another Pumpkin Valley in the books. Thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Good polls, good work. And I think I kind of left the cameras going. I got a text message. I had to leave right away. So I usually hang out and watch the field sprint, but I had to pick up my daughter from cheer practice. It's supposed to be 8 o'clock, and then she texted me at 7, right as I finished, saying, "You pick me up at 7:30, right?" So I had to hammer back to the car, do a quick change, get to the high school in time. But I think I left it on here long enough where you can see kind of how long the gap was to the field anyway. Those guys have pulled off. But you'll see them come into frame here like another 30 seconds or so.
Here they come.
Here they come. So come out if you're in the area next Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Might back the time up after next week because it is starting to get dark, and so if you could come out, bring lights if you're riding your bike home afterwards. There they go through. I'm not sure. It looked like Alex and Sean Bagley won in front of the sprint train there, so I'm not sure how it shaped up. But like I said, I gotta pick kids up. Thanks for watching, guys.